And give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Gets it off to Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Freeman. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Panthers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Rodgers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
First down.
Open man is Robbie Anderson.
Rodgers.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Robbie Anderson. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With this Washington 7, Panthers 0.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point.
Graham Gano to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Haskins steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third and 2, now Haskins. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
The 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Haskins going to throw again. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
Dustin.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation combination of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. More now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
DJ Moore on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Oh, you got deep?
Operating from the gun. Haskins got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Washington.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Brought down at the
tackle made by K'Wan Short.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Let's see what you got. Hey, watch it, watch it.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Dustin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Roberts has it. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Thomas has got it, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 33-yard
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Well, Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Aaron Colvin on the tackle.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Carolina.
Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Panthers 21. Washington 17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. First down, Panthers.
Rodgers now on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part and got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to look deep for more. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Check 43. Check 24. Check 24.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Haskins back to the air. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has once again taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
2-yard gain on the play.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
At the 41.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. The tackle there by George Odom.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin.
And this is caught. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the curl. Check 9. Check the backer.
From the gun, it's Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Haskins' pass incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's now 3rd and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
DJ Moore on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Thomas Davis on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier. Chase Young on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Second and 12. Now Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brought down back at
I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits more. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? it got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Haskins to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
27.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Carolina, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Washington, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.